Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to talk about some NBA news. I done one last night, but there's some more stuff from NBA Central, obviously. So let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about from Woj, I'm not going to go over the latest free agent signing because most of it's just near the end and some whatever players are signing. Honestly, who cares? The first thing I'm talking about is the Lakers. ESPN sources per Woj, the Los Angeles Lakers are hiring Nate McMillan and Scott Brooks as top assistant coaches on JJ Redick's new staff. Redick gets 2 long-time head coaches while they combine 1,189 career victories to surround him. So Nate McMillan and Scott Brooks. Don't know about these two signings here into their coaching staff. I mean, they've built a coaching staff. I wouldn't say it's a great coaching staff. I mean, I think JJ Redick's gonna be good as a head coach. I think he'll be a good head coach. But I don't care for the hires. I mean, yeah, they could turn to be good, but they're highly respected coaches. So you just gotta hope. I mean, they're assistants. It's not like they're coaches, like the head coach. They're assistant coaches, but you just gotta hope they can be good. But you could have got, say, Rajon Rondo or Phil Hardy. But the Hawks, when McMillan had them, wasn't really that great. But they finally got some coaches. They finally made some moves. We'll see if it pays off. It's a decent hire. Decent assistants. If I'm a Lakers fan, I wouldn't be mad at it. Try to find the news here. Free agent LeBron James. He has agreed to a 2-year, $104 million maximum deal to return to Los Angeles Lakers. Sources tell ESPN per Woj. Deal includes a player option and a no trade clause. So 2-year, $104 million deal. Looks like we're in our last 2 years of LeBron James. I think it's perfectly played, honestly. Says he'll take a pay cut, but for only the guys he wants. I think it's a great PR move that they don't get anyone, because who wants to join a team where you're always trade bait and always get blamed? And something he's still not running the show there, even though it feels like he is. But yeah, it's really gonna be last 2 years of his career, and this is probably his last contract. Honestly, this probably be his last big contract, because I don't think he's playing past 2 more years. But yeah, so much for that pay cut. $104 million max. So he returns on a 1+1 deal for his 22nd season and now takes his future year to year. And he joins Phoenix's Bradley Beal as one of the 2 lead players with no trade clauses. I mean, obviously you have a no trade clause. Well, actually Luke Cornett does, but who cares about Luke Cornett? And 2 more years of his career, so he's basically retiring probably after this deal is over. And we'll see how the last 2 years of his career goes, and with the Lakers to see, just to see how they can do. Maybe try and make one last run. And post LeBron signing, they're slightly above the 188.9 second apron. Pretty embarrassing with how that roster is. They're above the second apron in the salary cap. Yeah, but that's all the 2 things I want to talk about from Woj. There's some free agent signings, but also who cares about the other ones? It's basically bums re-signing besides LeBron. So per your report, the Philadelphia 76ers are expected to get rid of Paul Reed. To say get rid of is crazy. I don't know why they want to get rid of him again. I mean, they got Andre Drummond to be the backup. So, yeah, maybe they don't want to have Paul Reed, but I don't know. I feel that'd be a mistake. I think he'd be a good pickup for anyone that gets him. And people be like, oh, you don't want him, but every Sixers fan will say that. But he's a good backup. But sadly, I guess they got to move on because they have Drummond as their backup, but what makes sense to have 3 centers. Paul Reed probably wouldn't play. So, makes sense, honestly. The Lakers are showing interest in Kyle Kuzma, player Anthony Irwin, LA. Remember Kyle Kuzma with the Lakers? And quote, sources say the Lakers have held trade talks with the Portland Trail Blazers about Jeremy Grant, the Brooklyn Nets about Cameron Johnson and Dorian Finney-Smith, some trades that have been talked about there, Toronto Raptors about Bruce Brown, and the Washington Wizards about Kyle Kuzma, as well as other teams and other trade targets. So to this point, though, those are the names most closely linked to the Lakers according to league and team sources. Once again, the Lakers are showing interest. They show interest in every player, I swear. Yes, once again showing interest in a player you let go. Like, they're trying to be like Philly when they let Jimmy Butler go and tried to have interest in him. Feels like the Lakers are showing interest in the entire NBA. Like, they're interested in everybody but get nothing. I know you have interest in players, but you ought to eventually get somebody. You can't just be interested and then not get the player. Like, there's multiple players here you can get that can be good pieces for you, and they're probably not going to get any of them. Per your report, teams around the league, they're not showing interest in Ben Simmons. Oh, brother. How is this even a report? We know nobody has interest around the league. He's trash. Even the Shanghai Sharks might not even have interest. And there's this report a few days ago, the Nets could trade multiple players, go to rebuild, and Ben Simmons was the name mentioned. Like, dude, what is this NBA Central account? Like, do they love Ben Simmons or something? Dude, Jesus Christ. The team showing interest in Ben Simmons. The Shanghai Sharks. The Sixers are showing interest in Marcus Morris, per at Pompano Sixers. The Sixers have interest in signing the power forward to a free agency deal, according to multiple sources. The Detroit Pistons, Charlotte Hornets, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Dallas Mavericks, Miami Heat, and the Minnesota Timberwolves have also expressed some level of interest, according to a source. Yes, Marcus Morris news. Sixers are literally showing interest in everybody. Marcus Morris had a solid 20. I don't know if I want to say. In the big 2024, though, I don't think it's going to be got puts you over the top. So, per report, the Lakers believe the 3 stars model doesn't work anymore in today's NBA. So, they try to get a 3rd star and strike out every big name free agent and anyone they could trade for. And I guess they want to be like, oh, hey, since what doesn't happen, the 3-star model don't work. Actually, the Boston Celtics won with Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum. So, actually, it does work. You just got to get the right players and the right people around them as well. Like the right role players with those stars. Philadelphia 76ers are showing interest in Caleb Martin, per FLA Sports Buzz. They seem to be the most active team in free agency. Well, they only had 3 players in the roster, so yeah, they're the most active team. But this could be a really good pull, a good bench guy for him. He's been good for Miami, so I think he could be a good bench piece. Draymond Green, he called out the Clippers for not treating their franchise legend, Paul George, properly by failing to sign and trade him to his preferred destination. And quote, most of these organizations ain't loyal. Paul George, franchise legend. Yeah, okay there, Draymond. Okay. Yeah, they don't want to help. They don't want to help you get better. Why would they trade in the conference to help them get better? He's just salty. Paul George didn't come to us. They didn't want to trade him there. Trade him here. The Miami are currently viewed as the favorites to land DeMar DeRozan, per Jovan Buha. The Lakers aggressively pursued Klay Thompson, but Thompson turned down their offer of more years and money from the Lakers to join the Dallas Mavericks, according to league sources. They've now turned their attention to DeMar DeRozan, though the Miami Heat are currently viewed as slight favorites to land the 15-time veteran and 6-time All-Star, according to league sources. Whew, that 3-point shooting would be pretty bad. Man, Jimmy Butler and DeMar DeRozan, oh boy. And the spacing on that team would be terrible. But, yeah, knowing Pat Riley's ain't going to happen. The Lakers, I think, were interested in signing Taurean Prince, but I think he went somewhere else. I don't know. Who cares about Taurean Prince in the big 2024? The Sixers have had discussions with Haywood Highsmith. That'd be a good fit because he's a great defender and solid 3-point shooter. So last few these things I want to talk about with the Warriors. My Warriors. Klay Thompson's last proposal to the Warriors was a 2-year contract for $20 million annually. Per Ramona Shelburne and Kendra Andrews, the Warriors declined, stating, "We just can't do it yet." After almost a year of despair, he needed an entirely new experience, sources said, out of the fishbowl, away from all the history and people he'd always known. 2 weeks prior, Thompson's camp had made one final offer to the Warriors, a 2-year deal for roughly $20 million per season, sources said. The response was the same as it had been for nearly a year, and quote, "We just can't do it yet." Straight up disrespectful to a franchise legend who was even ready to take a pay cut. That's not even that crazy of a contract. 2 years, $20 million. The lesser players are getting $20 million a year. This really isn't that crazy. Like, they offered him 2 years, $50 million. He said no and tried to spin back and got denied, basically. He hasn't been the same last few years shooting wise, just too inconsistent, but we can't just do it yet. Then what do they plan to do? Then what was their plan? Like, come on, man. Second thing I want to talk about here, Klay Thompson reportedly wanted a, end quote, fresh start and felt that playing for the Lakers was too much, like playing for the Warriors. Apparently, Ramona Shelburne and at Kendra Andrews. James had several deep conversations about the idea of playing together, sources say, but something about playing for the Lakers apparently felt too much like playing for the Warriors. As one source close to him put it, will this be trading one fishbowl for another? Man, basically saying the lights were going to be too bright for me. He basically called the Lakers ass and didn't want to go there. I mean, he didn't get scared. I mean, I think he made the right choice. Because if he had a few bad games, Lakers fans would be sending death threats. And third thing, these last three things here about my Warriors. The Warriors' decision to extend Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole in 2022 didn't sit well with Draymond Green and Klay Thompson. Hurt Ramona Shelburne. The Warriors prioritized extending Poole, which was for 4 years, $140 million, and young swingman Andrew Wiggins, 4 years, $109 million, over Thompson Green the summer after they won a championship, which didn't sit well with either of the two veterans, sources said. Oh, we know it didn't sit well with Draymond. He punched the fuck out of Jordan Poole. So, looks like, maybe that's why Draymond threw the punch. Maybe he was mad about it. Don't know. The last thing, the Chicago Bulls are reportedly fans of Kevin Huerter per KCJ Hoop. Oh boy, they want to go and get Kevin Huerter. That's awesome. They should see him play. I mean, he's a great shooter, but I don't know if this will make sense. But yeah, that's all the NBA that I want to talk about here. So that's all I got. Until next time, out. Peace.